Alright, well, good morning, guys. We're here in Delaware delivering this Chrysler 300 SRT8 to high horse performance for a built motor. Brought this car out of Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the enclosed, and now delivering it. But as you can hear, it's been a morning getting here. There's high winds, heavy downpours, and it's just coming in spurts. So of course it hasn't rained for the last 10 minutes and I go to pull up here to unload and it's pouring. So I'm gonna go probably sneak in the trailer, close the door so it doesn't blow open and rip the door off the trailer, and unstrap and then try to back this thing out without getting too wet. So if you guys don't see any of it, that's why. It's coming down out there. Well, from the radar there, it looks like we only got about 5 to 10 minutes of this, so we're just gonna sit in here and wait, at least till the wind dies down. I don't mind getting wet, but I don't want the doors to be blowing off the trailer and getting caught in the wind and really damaging my trailer. That's the only thing that can happen. Can you hear that? Now that's a creepy feeling. Just got a tornado warning on my phone. You hear the siren? But still gotta take your time to show you this car. All right, let's get it unstrapped and unloaded. Alright, just like that, she's unloaded. Man, they got one hell of a race rig. That's for sure. Intech. Alright, she's dropped. Now this is going to be what they call subject to inspection, which is, they abbreviate as STI. Now STI, subject to inspection, means vehicles being dropped off after hours, before hours. Look at that thing. Per charge. Anyways. It is subject to inspection. So when the customer gets here, they'll take a look. I took my drop-off pictures. They'll take a look at it and then sign off on it, so then I can get paid. It's common with dealerships. Can't do it for everybody. Some brokers and some customers won't let you do that. But like when I worked at the dealership, we got our vehicles dropped off all night long, and our I guess you'd call them like our detail cleanup crew, they would come in and do the inspections on them, and then once they're signed off on, then payment can be released or whatever. And terms and agreements of some of those things, like customer only has so long to inspect them, like 72 hours. If they find damage after 72 hours, then most likely somebody missed it or it happened on the property. It wasn't damage from the transport company. But we got the trailer locked up, delivered, it's hit the road. It's kind of gloomy how those sirens, tornado sirens, were going off, and now it's pretty nice out here. So let's get on the road before we get blown away. Well, there's nothing like going across the Bay Bridge in a high wind warning. I'm puckered up. I'm in the center lane with an empty trailer behind us. So wish me luck. This is a special talent of mine. Time to do some pony pulling. Excuse the wind. It's still bad out here. But got the Milwaukee leaf blower. Get this thing cleaned out. Gonna move a pony. Yep. No better feeling than a clean trailer. Fresh shavings.
Hi, buddy. You are so cute. Yes. Winston is not Bill Thoroughbrody at all. Yeah. I need to keep her. That's what it's for. Come on, big guy. I know it's been like a year and a half since you got on one of these. Good boy. That's well done. That's well done. All the way up. Yes, yes. It's okay. Take your time. Good boy.
Come on, Theodore. Come on, Theodore. Come on, buddy. Come on. Hey, open the gate. Come on. Come on, Coda. Come on. All right, so as you can see with my outfit, it's freaking cold. I'm ready for spring, but I've been getting this question a lot, and kind of with the way the economy's been going, you need to save as much as you can. There's ways I save money, but maintain my fleet properly without cutting corners, and there's a couple ways I do that. So I keep just about everything I could possibly need for a maintenance item on hand. When I order, and the way I save money is order offline. You know, I'll order from Amazon or like dieselfuelfilters.com or whatever it may be, wherever I can get the best price at the time. And what I like to do is order in bulk. So when I order crankcase filters, I order 5 at a time. When I order fuel filters, I order 5 sets at a time. When I order oil filters, depending on what the best deal is, sometimes I order 10 at a time, so I always have them on hand, and it saves me money because I'm getting it at a cheaper price buying in bulk. And if I'm using something like Amazon, I will do automatic renewal. So every 3 months or whatever it may be, I just have more sent, and say I have 3 out of the 10 left still, I just have another 10 on top of that, and I just have all the, you know, filters and things like that that I can need. And what I do with oil is I just order oil when I need another fluid. I just order oil. So I have probably 10, I think I'm maybe even 15 gallons, you know, in most of my trucks, and they take 3 gallons. That's 5 oil changes of oil just sitting there. And that stuff I just order, you know, every couple weeks, or in it, you don't feel like you're spending all that money at one time, you know, to do a service on a truck. So I order in bulk like that. And there's other things, you know, depending on what trailers I have at the time. I pretty much have every component for a trailer, other than an axle, a whole axle assembly, to fix a trailer. I've got equalizers, I've got springs, bolts, bushings, wire, like just spare wiring laying around to fix lights, breakaway boxes, chains. Like, I keep everything in stock. And one of the reasons I do that is when I can buy them at a cheaper price, I do so, but it's not always about saving the money. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and go spend whatever you can to get back on the road. So downtime is, you know, one of your biggest killers, as far as if you're not bringing any money in, and the money's still going out, depending on what's broke. If you can keep it in stock and limit, unfortunately, I've had days where it'd be like 11 o'clock on a Sunday, and I'm working on a trailer or something all day long, and then something happens and I need a extra part that no stores are open, and I know that I have one in stock in the shop, and I can get the trailer ready and have it back out on the road for the next day to limit downtime, because those trucks and trailers should be making over $1,000 a day, depending on what they're hauling, where they're hauling. But if you're overspending on parts and then having multiple days of downtime, that just bumps up your repair bill from $800 or whatever it was to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, depending on how long you're off the road. So one of my biggest pointers is when you have the money, like say you have a really good week, I put money into a maintenance fund. X amount of dollars or percent a week goes into a maintenance fund. So when I have that money sitting over there and I go through my parts stock and I'm getting low or on something that's an odder end, or say I use an equalizer, I automatically order one. Even though I had one in stock, I order one to replace that. So I always have that kind of stuff sitting there on the shelf. So that being said, guys, we're back out on the road tomorrow. Got some pretty stacked week coming up. And when I say stacked, it's partial and partial and partial and partial. Small this, little that, and just adding it all up and making it work for our customers. So we'll see you guys then.